All right, hello and welcome back to Unu's extended Halloween special, Eldritch Hunt. It is a exclusive look at the Steinhardt's Guide to the Eldritch Hunt. Most of this content that you're finding, the sub races, the classes, the races themselves, can be found within Monkey DM's Patreon. You just go to monkeydm.com. There's a link there. Thank you so much, Devin, or excuse me, Evan. Sorry that we have a Devin. Thank you so much, Evan, for allowing us to, use this. It's a historical largest D&D source book crowdfunded ever. Um, so big props to you guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Just as a brief recap and a little bit of housekeeping, where we left off was you guys were investigating essentially the scorched moon, what was causing it, and Victor, you had found you had kind of gotten an idea of uh, a clue from Patches, the gentleman that you viciously murdered. Um,
Mm, that's how I
and
remember.
yeah, that's how I remember it too. Um, and yes, Jesse.
Are we streaming?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
YouTube. YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, Twitch.
YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys went to investigate an old church because that was kind of the clue you picked up from Patches. You two followed. Unfortunately, our poor, sorry, how do you say your name? I'm sorry, Lynn?
Myra.
Myra. Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't pulled up in Roll20. So, okay, so Myra is unfortunately fallen with some short-term madness where she is glued to uh,
Bronwyn, yeah.
Garja's hip. And yeah,
Oh, Garja.
so she's kind of
God.
wherever he goes. And let's see. Oh, so we also have some new characters that we're introducing. So amidst all the madness of the scorched moon, there's kind of these two almost blissfully ignorant characters that are making their way towards the commotion they heard upon the hill where the old church was. And go ahead and describe your characters, starting with Jesse.
well, you see trotting along, quite small, a Victorian doll, porcelain
Yes.
face, and a permanent Mona Lisa smile, curly blonde hair, and black eyes. And she's just prancing along in a very frilly little dress. Uh, the vibe you get is probably not great, but she doesn't seem to be actively uh, malicious, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's what you see.
And alongside her is just because of conditions, I will do a little bit of the description of Macular. Macular is a starborn. He looks to be human, but there's a vibrance and kind of radiance to him naturally that kind of screams you're not quite human. Um, excuse me. And yeah, so go ahead and describe a little bit who you are, Devin or Macular.
Yeah. Physically, like you just said, but just pretty big. You know what I mean? Like we're well into the 7 feet range. You know what I mean? Relatively large, by comparison to everyone else around me. And honestly, we're really just trying to figure it all out. You know what I mean? Like we're really just taking everything in around us. Like we don't have much of a grasp on anything other than we're helping this small person we found outside of a city, and we're helping them out. And I'm kind of just here for it until something else comes along, maybe.
That's so wholesome.
So cutting back to the church here. What happened when we last left off was Victor was trying to reconstruct a rune of some sort and was blown back because even though he successfully completed runes, they were not the rune he wanted to. And after being blown back by some sort of kind of percussive rune, a what some of you recognize as an omen emerged from the fallen steeple. And for those that don't know what an omen is a void-born born to a human. So essentially, Zeus it happened. Zeus,
Mm.
some sort of being like Zeus, bedded with a human, and this was born, unfortunately. And
Give me
yeah,
a second,
so
guys. Hold on. Be right back.
go ahead.
Oh, continue, Corey. I just got to step away for a bit.
No problem.
No, we're live. We've got it definitely muted.
Say
You should make me a tree.
Hello?
We
Yes,
can-
Yeah,
yeah.
you're here.
Okay, cool. I just needed to take care of something.
So I believe right before we ended,
Go ahead.
Gaza told the little lady to get behind him.
Yes.
Because
Did.
she's forced to follow me no matter what. But if she can be
Yes.
behind me, she can still do her thing, and I can still do my thing.
Right.
So I
Oh,
believe
And
in-
when I'm behind him, I'm gonna build that cannon with the legs.
as long as you're within 1 square of him, I will absolutely accept that. I am gonna go ahead and put Devin on the map real quick. Give me
Like
a
I am being hidden in the shade of an oak tree. It's just really nice over here.
What race is Myra?
you don't know.
You don't know, Myra wears full body armor and a mask. I am about the height of a human.
Rosalind, you can go ahead and place your current token here in the top right. I will
I
place
got the creepiest doll I could find for my token. This
And
bitch
there we
is
go.
haunted. I don't believe in ghosts, but this bitch is haunted.
I could try to make you like a super creepy one in Mid Journey if you want later on.
It's okay. I got enough nightmares. I don't need that. But thank you for the offer.
I will allow Devin and Jesse a moment to interact while we all roll initiative.
You don't want to keep the rolls
Okay.
from last time at all?
Hmm?
You don't want to keep the rolls
No,
from...
when he made us
No,
roll
we're gonna
again.
roll. Yeah, since we're introducing two more, I'd rather just us roll again live now.
It makes sense.
In relation to the whole kerfluffle of things, are we like able to see it, or what's?
Yes, you do not see the two at the bottom of the screen. You do see
Mhm.
the fell omen
Corey,
that's kind of standing atop the fallen steeple.
27.
But they do not see you. Margaret is only aware of the other two. At least what you can tell. because he's kind
Got you.
of in the middle of the speech he gave from the ending of the last episode.
Corey?
Yeah.
For initiative, I got 24.
All right.
15.
Rosalind is going to look at Macula, and her expression can't change because she's a porcelain doll, but she turns to him and she says, "Would you like to play?"
Ooh. Ooh, chills.
Fuck it. Let's go. Yeah. And I'll
Alex.
offer to like reach down because I would say by comparison I'm like relatively large.
Yeah, you're a larger human. You're bigger than medium size, but
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
you are relatively. You do have your sheet, right?
Yeah. I just
Okay.
wanted to make sure by comparison to.
Gotcha.
But anyway, I'll offer to reach down and like throw her up on my shoulder so that way we can run in together.
How exciting.
All right. So yeah.
And
you
I
go-
rolled a 21 for initiative.
What is
I
everyone
rolled
else?
an 18.
15.
What'd you get, Rosalind?
18.
Okay. I was making sure it wasn't like the same exact one, because then I would, challenge you to a roll off.
All right, give me just a moment while I roll.
What'd you get, Mira?
19.
Okay.
Now I'm going to be building this tank, so I'm probably not going to see the newcomers, especially with Red in the way. Red's gone.
Yeah, we lost Red. That's all right.
My oak tree. Oh no.
You had one job. It was to defend me.
Yeah.
My
Oh yeah.
oak
Remind me, what is
tree.
initiative? What's initiative based off of, like the plus?
It's
Based
Dex.
on, yeah, Dex.
Okay.
I fucking hate my computer.
Oh, that's awful for this thing.
Generally, larger creatures are slower.
Fair point.
I've got 4 times speed for crafting.
I'm just a big dumb idiot and rolled really high.
What was your dice? Do you know what your dice roll set? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So I'll give you that. And what was yours, Lynn?
The dice roll was 16. Plus my 3, so that's where I got 19. Alright, let me look up my Eldritch cannon real quick.
Where they
Well-
can do easily on D&D Beyond, which we're not sponsored by, but hey, D&D Beyond if you're out there.
Could be.
I know, I just don't want to push my Chromebook any more than I already am. That's right. I just found out I could determine whether or not the cannon has legs.
Like, what kind of legs we talking?
Yep.
Are we talking the good legs? Are we talking the alien legs? What are we talking?
Like
Talking
3
like-
inch metal stumps.
Are we talking Johnny
I
Bravo?
just-
or...
I just like the idea of a tank running around like the chest in like a Terry Pratchett novel or something.
I've got an image of that creepy little Barbie from Toy Story, the one where it had the legs and the head and the body
Oh.
of like a
Oh
crane.
god.
Yeah.
Am I back?
Yeah.
That's
See, I feel like you
what
should go with
Tails
that
is
one just
back to
because that's
Spider-Man.
nightmare fuel.
I'm classically evil. I'm not deranged evil.
Uh,
Well, oh.
All right, we ready for this?
Yeah, sweet. Sorry about that,
I'm
guys.
ready.
Kicked my out. So Victor, it is your turn. Did y'all get any of my bit there, or did I disconnect before I could get that out?
I think you disconnected.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Mark.
I can't hear you, Corey.
No.
Everyone else can, or at least I can.
I can.
All right. Well, I'll refresh.
Alright.
Come back in a bit. Hold on.
No problem. Technical issues, guys. It's a bitch, but that's all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a force ballista, and I'm gonna be able to do an extra D8 of damage with it.
Hold on. You will have to wait a little bit.
Well, I'm just like, I'm making decisions now, and I'm talking out loud while I do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, and we're ready, Jesse. You can hear me. All right.
Got a
So-
range of 120 feet with this bad boy.
So Margaret bursts from the steeple, or had burst from the steeple, and just as you guys, or you two arrive, you hear him say to Victor, "Foolish boy, someone shall have to extinguish thy flame." And Victor, you happen to get the jump on him.
Okay, I'm flying back into the thing and gonna try to do the rune again. Like, specifically, Roddy's rune. So I'm just gonna go straight in there. I'm all up in that thing's business.
There
And
you go.
sleight of hands, Tori.
Oh no. For this,
You were having him do Arcana or Religion, I think.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not trying to do anything sneaky, and it's
With
trying
sleight
to
of
fix
hand.
this rune. So roll Arcana.
Okay, just so you know, Corey, sleight of hand doesn't necessarily mean anything sneaky. It could be tying knots or whatever. It's just like a.
Oh well, this
like
is specifically fixing a magic rune, so I figure
Okay.
Arcana is more applicable.
No, it's not a bad one for it. Plus 17.
All right.
Yeah, I think for this puzzle you need more intelligence than
That's
dex.
a nat
so-
20.
A nat 20 for a DC on a rune. Okay,
Oh well. Okay. What did you roll?
17.
I'll give you that. You fix the rune, and so that's going to be your movement and your action. Did you have anything else you wanted to do? Did you have a bonus action?
Does Victor have a bonus action? He should. I know that he has bonus actions. Go. I guess you. Can I see this guy right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's standing. He was speaking directly to you.
No, I mean I went inside the thing. Can he still see me now? Can I still see him?
He watched you. You were right. He has. Yeah. Yeah. He definitely. He knows you're there. He
No,
can't see you per se.
Can I
but
see him right now?
No, you know where he's at, but no, you can't see him.
Okay.
Just too much structure between the two of you.
Okay, I still have movement, so what I'd like to do is go, after I finish the rune, I'm going to go back outside and use something called Army of the Night. I'll tell you what that is in a second. So I'm just going to pop back outside, line of sight this guy.
Oh damn.
And I'm going,
Alright.
and what I'm going to do is, oh, fuck off, you bats now, and a bunch of ethereal bats swarm him. Choose a creature you can. You gain control over your own minions of darkness, allowing you to send ethereal bats to distract a foe. As a bonus action, choose a creature you can see within 30 feet. The bats will start swarming it. until the start of my next turn, giving this creature disadvantage on attack rolls against any creature that is further than 10 feet away from them. You can use this ability equal to blah blah blah. Yeah, I have a bunch of them. I can use like 12 times.
Okay, and so is this a
Bonus
saving
action.
throw?
Nope, it's just a thing.
Okay, gotcha. So I now have disadvantage on attacks outside of 10 feet?
Yep.
Alright.
Basically any ranged attack.
Oh, fun stuff. Well, what you also did was you did 8 damage to him. When that rune was activated, it blew back kind of a radiant energy that really fucked his shit there. So. Alright, and that's your turn, yeah?
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright, so that then goes to him. And he is pretty fucking pissed about that. And is going to... Let's see. Did not account for getting blown the fuck back. Yeah, he's gonna get up close with you. He's gonna get right up in your shit. And he is going to make an attack with the cane that he has.
Who's where now?
Do you see the map?
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
And so you're flying, but he is a large motherfucker, and he can swat at you at least with his cane.
Okay, I would say I'm up beyond 10 feet though.
No, because the steeple's fallen. It's literally one story. I wouldn't say you're more than, if
But
not
here's the
at
thing, I
10
flew
feet.
back. Okay, fair enough. But this vertical distance is what I was talking about.
Well, he's coming at you to swat at you.
Yep.
And he's going to roll to hit. Alright, what's your AC?
19.
Okay, that's a miss. But he has 2 attacks, so he's also gonna, and he still has the movement to...
Oh shit, you know what?
Yeah.
I forgot about my action surge. I'll use it next time. Never mind.
He's gonna take another swipe at you.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 20, so that hits. That's 2d10. So you are gonna take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And he's also... no, I won't do that to you just yet.
Oh, you sassy bitch.
Alright, and... What's the one more? And he's also going to use his... What you see is, you see after he's kind of whacked at this fucking pesky owl, he kind of sees the other two and goes to wield his dagger in his other hand, and from it a beam of bright yellow light shines from it and fires directly at Garza. Let's see. That's Garza, what's your AC?
18.
That's a hit. So that is going to be... Wait a minute, is that my D4? No, that's not my D4.
Oh, you know what? Let me send this to you in Discord.
Okay, that's going to be... 2 radiant damage. And then... Yeah, that's his turn.
2 radiant damage against me or against Garza?
Against Garza.
Okay. Remember, he has disadvantage on both of those attacks. Corey?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Let me re-roll that hit. Oh, that doesn't hit. Take back that damage. That does not hit.
You're welcome, Garza.
Man, 2 damage doesn't do hardly anything to me.
Now it's a
Takes
D&D
lot of-
game.
Whole lot of
Zach
damage.
had his 2-liter of Diet Cola.
Yes, he always has 2-liter Diet Cola. You're just noticing this.
No, I'm just saying now it's actually a real D&D game because he has it. Before it
Right.
wasn't. Now it is.
And that is Margit's turn, which then takes us to Devin. What do you do? And reminder, you have Rosalind on your shoulders.
Yeah. About
because
how
you have me on your shoulders, I play an Attuned Heart Sorcerer. So if you're within 10 feet of me, you have 7 temporary hit points at the start of each of your turns.
Oh hell yeah! Thank you. Killer. About how far away am I from the supposed bad thing?
You are 50, 60 feet from him.
Perfect. Yeah, buckle up, Buttercup. I'm gonna go into a rage and pull the sword out, and as I go into the rage, I'm gonna stab the sword into the ground, and you see just the radius within like a 10 foot of me just crack and crumble, and all of it balls up and lifts and start to float around me and just hover. And then I'm gonna take Fallen Star.
So you're gonna stop about like right within range of that.
Like
10
right
feet.
where I am. No, I'm gonna stop like right where I am. I'm gonna stomp, break all the ground around me, and use the earthward reinforcement. And I'm gonna have just like boulders floating around me.
Okay.
And then I will go ahead and take 2 attacks and hurl these boulders at this fucker.
Go ahead
I'm
and roll
about
the hit.
to.
1 second here. I'm gonna go ahead and just roll both of them. Well, gonna be a 17 and a 19.
Both of them hit.
Killer. That's what is it? 2d8, so it's gonna be they're 68 at 10th level. Yeah, so we have 68 coming at him. Gonna be 22 damage across 2 boulders, just beating the side of his head.
Yeah, that takes a nice fucking hit out of him. All right, yeah.
And then I'll just take
damage
my
him.
what is my movement here? Take my 40 feet of movement and just haul ass towards him.
All right, and you're gonna go directly
You're
in a straight
running,
line
and
towards him.
as Rosalind sees the damage you're doing, she just goes,
And is that your turn?
Would you give me the bonus action if I just because I'm large and they're not? Could I throw them at the bad?
You've already used your bonus action to rage.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Okay, I guess I'll just stop after 40 feet and call it a day.
Nice try, Buttercup.
So
It's
that
okay.
Yeah, we're doing it though.
That's what we needed.
Yeah. And that brings us to you, Jesse.
No, it doesn't. Myra's next.
You rolled an 18.
Yes.
Myra
And Myra rolled a 19.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had a 16 down. Sorry.
You asked what I rolled on the die, so I told you. All right. So I build the cannon. I put a token in the chat if you want to add that to my character so that I can actually move it around. I mean, the legs are quote unquote legs. They're not actual legs. It's not gonna run around all over the place. But you know,
Just
it's
strap it to my back and use me as a platform to shoot.
I
Just for
will
time, we're
try
gonna
to
use theater of the
definitely.
mind.
I mean,
But go ahead.
what I wanted to do was give Bronwyn some ashes, and I am going to do.
Said ashes, I believe, from when we entered the tavern.
Right, that was for your weapon. I'm trying to see if I have one for your armor. Any melee weapon except whips. Ooh, I could upgrade it if you wanted.
Well, that'd have to wait.
Right now you have a melee weapon that's got a heavy property, but you know it's only heavy half the time, right?
It does swap back and forth, yes.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a token for that in just a second.
I've
For that
got
little
it.
thing.
Don't worry about it, Corey. I've got you. Just,
Thank you, buddy.
yep, no problem.
Alright, and
Yeah, I
that
tried
is-
adding the token in myself, but I really don't know roll 20.
I got it. Don't worry
I like
about
the
it.
waves of darkness that I gave you before, Red, but the crag blade you could use with any melee weapon. And that's you could slam your weapon on the ground.
It doesn't stay once we change.
I'll
Right,
give you
but-
I'll give you a few more seconds to decide which one to give him.
All right, he can keep the waves of darkness for right now then.
Okay,
I'll
can you
go
resend
over it with
that
him
to
later
me
when we talk.
while we're at it?
Can we what?
Can you resend that to me? Because I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I'll put it in general.
Yeah.
All right, and then I build the cannon, and then I'll end my turn.
Alright, so that takes us then to Jesse. Or Rosalind.
Sorry, excuse me. There's a spider. Bitch. Anyway,
There you go.
does he have disadvantage on saving throws or just attack rolls?
Sorry.
Real quick, Lynn, you should have a character sheet available for your cannon now. Just refresh the page if you don't see it.
I see it, but where's the token I gave you?
It's attached to it. Just drag it up.
Oh, okay. All right.
So does he have disadvantage on attack rolls or saving throws
Say attack rolls.
only?
I mean, he's swarmed by bats, but the ability only says attack rolls. So that's up to Corey, honestly.
Oh, I am behind.
I'm gonna go with just attack rolls, since it just says
Okay.
attack rolls.
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to do quickened spell, which you cast a spell in the casting time of 1 action. You can spend 2 sorcery points to turn the casting time into a bonus action.
Go for it.
Wait, never mind. I changed my mind. I don't want to do that. I just want to cast regularly Immolation.
What's the saving throw?
Excuse me,
Saving
cat.
throw is Dexterity 18.
Excuse me, cat.
You see black flames come around Rosalind's head and shoulders as she points a little stuffed finger towards the bad guy. And she laughs, and then flames erupt out from her finger.
And that's a 17. What happens to him?
He is wreathed in flame and takes 8d6 fire damage, which I will now
Jesus Christ.
say.
Jess, I think we all just heard that roll.
21 points of fire damage to this gentleman.
How many?
21.
21?
Mhm.
Gotcha.
And she doesn't do anything else. She just sort of
From the random outsiders on the outside. Jesus Christ.
That would take us to red, but what you guys see is a he is going to take 2. What was the distance on the disadvantage? 10
Close
feet.
enough that it got me. That he had disadvantage to me, so 20 foot, roughly.
No, it's anyone outside of a what? Victor?
Anyone outside of 10 feet. Anyone.
Okay, gotcha. So I am going to toss a dagger at both of you two motherfuckers now that I see you.
Mhm.
Technically, they're in 15 feet because Rosalind is on top of.
10 feet, dude.
Oh
yeah, it's still outside of 10. So that's a 22 for
Shield.
Devin. Ooh, shield.
That pissed. Yeah.
That's a reaction.
Yes.
Read it out to me.
An invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you. Until the start of your next turn, you have a +5 bonus to AC. You take no damage from magic missiles, but I don't think this guy has magic missiles. Now, here's my question. If I'm on Macula, does the shield cover him too?
I was going to let you decide whether or not you shield him or yourself.
I'll shield him.
Alright, so what's your AC? Devin?
16.
Gotcha. So
That's hard.
+5 is 21. Alright, still hits you.
I tried.
You did your best. I
Was
appreciate
that
you.
disadvantage, Corey?
Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. So boom,
Wouldn't
he
that
does
be
not
at
hit
a-
you.
at
Never mind.
radio, though, since they're outside that 10 foot.
Everyone.
Yeah, so it's disadvantage.
No, everyone outside 10 foot gets. Has
Okay, I thought it was everyone inside the 10 feet has disadvantage on it.
So
Nope,
that
just
does
him.
not hit you. I'm now gonna roll for.
Rosalind.
Alright, so that was 15. What's your AC?
16.
Oh, alright. So both
Yeah.
of those miss. But he also says,
these
fuck the shit that's going
these-
on right here.
These bats may actually be broken.
These bats
So
are fucking
fuck
dope.
off over here. And he
Yeah.
ignores attacks of opportunity. So you cannot get an attack of opportunity on him, Victor. That then leads us to Garza's turn.
I already used my bonus action, and that's what a reaction is.
Alright. Get back here! I'm dead. We're going, what, 20 foot? I have what? Where's my photo?
The average creature has 30 feet of movement, so.
I can get within that guy. Alright, yeah, we're going here. Little lady, behind me.
Yes.
Pushing her behind me, and I'm assuming, I don't know where her gun is at this moment, her cannon.
She can't move.
It's okay. I can't bring it with me, but I can still control it from where it is.
Yeah, but she also cannot move until her turn. That is just going to use her movement action when it comes to her turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up right in this thing's face. We're going to bonus action increase gravity.
Nice.
So this
Gravity boy.
is in difficult terrain, within 5 feet centered on me. And we are going to start a swinging with the hammer. $25 to hit for the first one.
That hits.
So what? That's 2d6 and a d4. Yes. I believe I have other things too. Oh. 18. Swinging on the second time. 16 to hit.
That hits.
$18. And nat 20.
So that's a third strike.
Yes, third hit.
Gotcha.
Is 11, 22.
Oof.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
So after you absolutely pummel him, like you put a real fucking beating on him, he decides that, yeah, no, fuck all that noise, and he's gonna take a swing right back at you. And on this roll, he has advantage, so it will. Well, no. Since you're within 10 feet, the disadvantage doesn't play, so he'll have advantage no matter what.
Wouldn't that just be a straight roll at that point?
No, he
So
would
it's
have
a-
advantage. It's only if he's outside. If you were outside of 10 feet, he'd have disadvantage, but it doesn't apply because you're within 10 feet. So he has advantage.
So that is 23. Does that hit?
Yes, 23 hits.
Sweet. So 2d10. That is going to do 15 radiant damage.
15 radiant, right?
And that then moves us over to.
Actually, Corey,
Yes.
because I used immolation, this guy is still on fire. At the end of each of his turns, he has to make another saving throw or take 4d6 fire damage.
This is considered a legendary action and not part of his turn.
Okay, when was his turn?
His turn. So that would be in addition to the original damage.
Yeah.
That would be, so his turn was before the end of your turn. So you cast the spell after the end of his turn.
Okay.
His legendary actions can take place at the end of any character's turn.
Okay.
That's the benefit of a legendary action.
Just let me
So-
know when his actual turn is.
No worries. Yes. Oh, I mean, obviously you'll know. Then.
I believe he's
That
second in
takes
line for combat.
Then it goes. Fuck my brain. Oh, okay. So then this fucker decides that he takes a liking to Myra.
Oof.
Yeah.
Gotta run back to daddy.
Let me take a look.
You missed a lot.
I'm in danger.
All right.
So I'm
So
a
yeah,
big,
he's
strong,
gonna
scary daddy that protects the little children.
run up and he's gonna take a nice, or try to take a nice bite out of you. So.
Ooh. Let's see, what can I do as a reaction?
You already used a bonus action, right, Lynn?
No, I haven't used a bonus action on my turn. I used an action to build my cannon.
That's a 22.
So I'm
Does
looking
that
over.
hit?
See, I'm pretty sure 22 definitely hits me. Yes.
Gotcha. Sorry, looking for my D8. That is 15 piercing damage.
That
and
was
you
at
are
disadvantage,
grappled.
Corey? Oh, that's a
At
different guy.
disadvantage.
Oh, that's a different guy, okay.
That is 15 piercing damage, and you are now grappled. He's also going to take a swipe at you with his claw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Corey, I have a
12,
question.
That's
13.
an 18.
I have
Go
a
ahead.
question for you,
Okay.
Corey. My so with a passive, would I be able to see something about these guys specifically?
What is the passive?
That's it's 15, but what I want to know is if they look like they were sweating oil like the guy from before. That's all.
I'm sorry, repeat that. I was reading something else.
Remember, remember how Patches was sweating that oil? I'm wondering if these guys are sweating a similar substance.
Yes, the one that is attacking Vira specifically appears to be running off of it.
Okay.
The other one appears to be its blood appears to be it. One of them is more machine-like, the other one's more grotesque. Key, the tokens. Wonderful art, specifically the Bitzer, the smaller one, is being done by Denis Zbankov. Sorry if I murdered that. And then the Prowler, the bigger guy, was done by Orsi Blanco. Sorry, based off the cropping, in order to keep you guys from knowing the stats, I had to get their names out. So shout out to those guys.
You guys, we can't even see the information sheets for those, right?
Yeah, it's
I know
tiny.
that, but you can see the art for the tokens. That's where they came from, and the handouts from last.
You didn't give us those handouts.
I flashed them to the screen. So that is his turn. Hold on. And you took the. One moment. I was just looking at something. Where is it? Did you take the claw damage? That was a 18 to hit.
It was.
Yeah. How much damage was that?
That is. One moment. I keep losing my dice.
I am uniquely fitted to fight these guys.
That is 10 slashing damage.
You got it. Okay, taking damage.
Alright, so
They will
that
die
is-
next turn.
That is going to be its turn. Which then moves us over to the big motherfucker who... Let's see... He's more rapid. He sees his buddy is over there chowing. And he is going to come over here. Oh. And get at you, Mr. Garja.
I get a fight you.
Oh, big guys. This is a big guy brawl over there.
Yeah, basically.
So, it's alright.
Now, this dude that has grappled me, is that because he's got like his claws sunk into me, or is he just holding me?
He's like over top of you now.
Okay.
So you're
Making sure.
you're on the ground grappled. He is going to bite you. Let's see, what's your AC?
18.
So that is gonna be a hit. Let me.
Would he be getting affected by the bats?
No, it's only one
No.
creature.
Unfortunate.
So
Yeah, I was
You
looking
will
for
take-
something to help you, but I got nothing, bud.
If I need to, I can swap to my silver sword and start stabbing that bitch.
All of
you take
this
10 piercing. Oh no,
fun-
excuse me. 14
fun
piercing
note,
damage.
Corey, by the way. All of
And
my
3
weapons
lightning.
are silver tipped, and my shield has a silver plating on it.
Gotcha.
That is on my
How much
sheet.
damage?
That was shit. That was 14 slashing and 3 lightning damage.
And 3 lightning.
Yes.
17.
17 with 3 being lightning. One moment, I'm just reading something. All right.
You just see with this creature bit into Garza's shoulder, he's just laughing. Ha ha ha! Bring boars!
Well, fuck, that's my shtick.
Excuse me. Remind me how resistance works when you're resistant to a specific type of damage.
It's halved.
Okay, cool. All right. So that then takes us from him to back up to Victor.
All right, so Victor's gonna fly because I have an impossibly fast fly speed. I'm gonna fly up to about 20 feet high. So remember, I am 20 feet up in the air while doing this, and yep, there. I'm gonna come to about here, and I'm gonna have to bonus action this again. So I'm gonna swarm him again. This guy.
Who was the big boy?
Yeah, big boy. So, oh no, you mother! They start to dissipate. The bats fly away. Nope. Cloud of bats.
Bats.
Now
You
I
gonna do
want.
anything to annoy him?
Oh, I'm just gonna keep him down. So I do want to say that did anything happen besides that 1d8 damage when I did the rune, Corey? Like, did anything else happen at all, or did I? You're muted.
We can't hear you, Bubba.
Yeah, definitely. The decrepit kind of nature kind of started to crumble back to life a little bit.
Oh, so the
And
temple started to
restore
like
itself
slightly repair. Okay.
slightly, just in the direct area of that rune.
Okay. So what I would like to do then is, okay, you remember, so I do have this in my inventory. I still have a bottle of my own blood and in one of my vials.
Ooh,
So
that's a sentence.
what I'm gonna do is take out the bottle and pour it over my one of my hand axes. Which, if you need me to make a check for that, I will. And then I'm going
No,
to.
I'll allow it to. Are you using an action to do it?
I was hoping that was like a free action or a bonus action
I'd
or
say that
something.
would be used item or
Yeah.
interact item
That-
question mark.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd count that as like a bonus action.
Well, that would be a.
Did you just use a bonus action?
Yeah,
Good.
but I do have.
I'll give you the free
actions.
action for
Okay.
expediency's sake.
I mean, I can always use action surge if need be, but so if that's a free action, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna throw my axe directly at Big Boy over here. Oh, you! I'm not finished with you, you mother. Nah, just
There you go.
All right, roll to hit.
21.
Oh, that hits. Roll
Alright.
for damage.
Alright, so my axe. Does the blood look like it's doing anything to him?
Nope.
Okay. Well, worth a shot. 2d6 plus. Dex. Doing math here, sorry. 17 points.
Math time.
17 points of oh no, it's 1d6, never mind.
I
Plus
say that felt a lot for a thrown weapon.
Yeah, I do. I have some weird shit on my fighter. Plus 5, so 11 points of slashing damage, silver slashing.
I'm sorry, what was the damage amount?
11 points of silver slashing damage. And what I'm also gonna do, because I have I have like 3 attacks. I'm going to take out I have my bow, so I'm going to use my bow and pull back on it. It's a heavy, or it's a long bow, so I'm going to shoot an arrow at this motherfucker.
Roll to hit.
16.
That hits.
Alright, so silver tipped arrow. Hey, what's that? Uh, 10 points of 10 points of damage, silver and piercing.
It looks like he is clinging on for dear life, but he's still there.
And I have.
Is that your turn?
No, I have. Dude, I have.
He has 3 attacks.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Go for it.
I'm a fighter, dude. I'm taking.
Fighters at this level, we just keep swinging.
Yep. So I'm gonna take out another arrow. And... Oh no! You go down, motherfucker. Another arrow. I have loosed my arrow.
Corey, does it look like the silver's doing any more? Like, is it making the attacks more effective?
I'll allow you to. Well, no,
As just a passive noticing?
That would.
No.
no difference.
All right. So that was that. 14.
Yep. I mean, no further away from living than he was from death. From
That's
the last,
14 to hit,
still.
Corey.
Oh, 14 to hit? Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Jeez, look at the things I see.
Very low, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, max down. 18 points of piercing and silver damage.
Alright.
And
How do you kill him?
he starts to get back up, and I'm going to aim right for his MCL and just blast that out. So a chunk of his leg goes. Nope, you go back down. And
Rosalind puts her hands on Macula's head and just goes, "How pretty."
So, Corey, question for you. There is still a swarm of bats around his corpse, I guess. But... No, I guess they wouldn't. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna have you read me some shit. If you can go ahead and decide that for me. If I'm gonna go immediately shut it down based off verbiage. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's 3 attacks, my bonus action, and I still have movement left, but I'm not gonna... Yeah, I guess that's my turn. So you said he's dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna annoy me if I don't.
What are you gonna do?
I
Yeah,
know,
what
you
are
know,
you gonna do before you do it?
I'm putting an X on this on this token because you're not.
Oh, I already put a little dead symbol.
I see it.
That's
Little
poison.
AJ symbol.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Just-
Corey knows what it means. Zach,
So
that's all
I-
that matters.
Yep, that's all that matters.
dead.
Alright, fine.
Y'all know he's fucking dead. Okay, so after that, this guy here notices you, and he jumps. Let's see.
Wouldn't it have been what's her name's turn? Little ladies.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Should matter. Why doesn't it matter?
Play initiative.
Legendary action.
Okay,
the
could
end
you
of
say
it.
that beforehand? Because otherwise we're
Oh,
gonna
sorry.
start thinking that like
I'm
you're
just trying.
fucking
I'm
around.
just trying not to give y'all too much information. So
They-
yes,
you can-
legendary actions at the end of a creature's turn. You can.
You do need to say legendary action, or else it's just.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We think initiative's getting thrown out the door and we're done with combat kind of deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. No. I apologize. So, let's see. He is going to jump. Yeah, he might jump. Hold on. Let me make sure he can't do this. I'll be fair. Yeah, he's gonna jump over here and smash down.
He left my thing. Oh, I already used my bonus. Never mind.
No, this is a new round of combat. It's not your turn yet. That was me.
I know, but wouldn't that be a reaction though? But
Yeah,
I already
but
used
you-
my bonus.
You
So
already
that's why
used, you had not this turn. Your reaction reboots this turn, so you still have.
Bonus and reaction are different things,
Oh.
darling.
But he that was
Oh.
last round. It's a new round of combat.
Yeah.
So
You have
reaction,
your
then.
reaction back.
Can't
Yeah.
I smack the shit out of him through reaction?
Yeah,
Yeah, go for it.
You have opportunity attack, dude.
27 to hit, Corey.
Yeah, that hits.
For 17 damage.
Any specific type of damage?
Bludgeoning.
Wait a minute. Okay. Alright, you hit him. Didn't stop him from doing what he was doing. Sorry, I'm doing math. Oh shit. Well, not what I wanted to do. And when he crashes down on both Macular and Rosalind here, go ahead and make a Dex saving throw for both of you.
Is that me or just over there?
For just those two.
Okay.
Let me see. No, you're not on the ground, so no.
That is a healthy 6.
And
Sounds like you're half dead at that rate.
Macular, are you still there with us?
Devin.
Devin, you there, Bubba?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
That's you.
He forgot his name. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
It's gonna be a slick 11.
Ooh.
Oh wait,
Now
no, I'm a
remember, you
liar.
have-
Yeah, nope,
You do
nope,
have
it's a
7
slick
points of-
11.
Okay, you still have 7 points of temporary hit points.
Yes.
So that's 11.
Yeah, it's 11.
So that so this was for you, Rosalind, first. You take 14 bludgeoning damage and 7 lightning damage. You are also knocked off of his shoulders and knocked prone, and
Yep.
5 feet away from the prowler, directly outward from him.
You?
Yeah. And then, sorry, I gotta roll for Devin here. So you were gonna take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
And 6 lightning damage. You were also knocked prone and 5 feet away from the prowler. Alright, yep. And that brings us to that would bring us. So that was just your turn, Zach.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
So
the
that
end of
will
Jack's
be
turn.
Margaret. Then it goes to Macular. Before we move on to Macular, guys, we're going to take a moment to take a quick break. We do appreciate you all for stopping by. Just stay tuned. We will be back here in just a few minutes to continue the adventure.
Right.
Yeah. The adventure continues.
All right, I have to go pee. I will be right back.
Say, Devin, how much health do you got?
A shit ton.
How much is a shit ton? Because I also have a shit ton.
I like one. No, I'm a barbarian.
Oh, it's mine. You can't have caramel. You're a cat. Sorry about that. Continue.
We're back.
All right. So, welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in again. We're just going to get right back into the action if you guys are all right with it, just for time's sake. Awesome. Special episodes, special circumstances, no 5-minute debate tonight. So, picking back up where we left off, this then takes us to Macular's turn. Go ahead, Macular. Take it from there.
All right, so the nearest big bad is the one that just wrecked us, correct?
Yeah, he's right on top of you.
Okay, cool. So
You are
we'll
also
go ahead. I knock prone. Yeah, I'll just use half the movement to stand up. And seeing what's your name? Oh my god, I just forgot it again.
Rosalind.
Seeing Rosalind like on the ground and seeing just basically how we both just got our shit rocked, and I'm still in a rage and I have rocks flying around me and everything. I'm just gonna take off and just start to beat the shit out of this thing. I'm gonna use my first action to try and just throw a rock at it from like point blank.
Go ahead.
Gonna be eventually killer. It's gonna be a 16.
So that is going to hit.
Alright, and the rocks do, pretty sure it was 3d6. Just double check that. Oh, no, 3d8.
I say, did you take improvised fighting?
It's part of the race.
Oh.
And it's going to be 18 damage off the first rock. And then we're going to come in with the great sword on the second one.
That's a magical attack, correct? Well,
I just have a regular great.
okay, I'll just call it non-magical. Is that a specific type of damage?
Bludgeoning for the rock.
Gotcha.
And then the great sword is also non-magic. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 17 damage.
Is that slashing?
Yes, slashing.
No.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you.
Really trying.
Sorry, I fucked my shit up. You kind of like smack its jaw and get a good kind of cut into it, and just that oily, sticky, blood-like, coagulated substance just kind of leaks from it, and it just stares you dead in your eyes.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus, and it says I can make a melee weapon attack. Would you let me just make a headbutt and just headbutt the fucker, and just
Yeah,
stare
make
him down?
Unarmed strike.
I said unarmed is still a melee attack.
No, unarmed strikes have different rules than at melee
Yeah.
attacks.
Yeah. So my unarmed is gonna be it's like a fucking 28.
All right, yeah, you hit. Yeah, you hit.
And it's 6 damage.
Gotcha. All right.
And I'll just stand there and keep staring just staring head on at him. And I'll just wait. Standing in between him or me and Rosalind.
And that's your turn.
That's it.
All right, that then takes us over to Lynn. Lynn, at the beginning of your turn, since you're grappled with the thing, he's gonna, he's gonna get you because he's got in the center of his chest is a saw blade that's constantly whirling and sparks flying from it.
I'll take some slashing.
So you are gonna take some damage here.
This is gonna be fun to edit down.
You are gonna take 8 slashing damage.
Done and done. Now, at the beginning of my turn, my cannon fires. I did not see what it uses for my. I think it uses my attack, but I don't know if it uses my. Let's see, AC of 18. It's a spell ranged attack. Okay, so yeah, so I'll roll that real quick.
And
Cannon
what are
fires
you
at it.
attacking?
The guy that's on me.
Okay.
Yeah. So ranged spell attack is going to be. So does an 18 hit?
Uno momento. Yes.
Okay. So that's 3d8 damage. It's force damage, and he's blown back 5 feet away from me. 6.
False damage.
That's 13. Last one. Okay, so he takes 16 force damage, and he's blown back 5 feet. Then I'm going to use my regular action to cast Scorching Ray on him.
You said 16 force damage? And you're casting Scorching Ray. Now, is there any limit to that based off you being grappled with him?
13, last one. Well, that's why
Okay,
the
so he
cannon
takes
fired first,
16
to knock
force
him off of me.
damage,
And he's blown back 5 feet.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll allow.
Because he's forced back 5 feet, so that means he's ripped
You're
right
s-
off of me.
You're still prone, so that'll take half of your movement action if you're gonna stand up.
I didn't plan on standing up yet.
If
So-
he's grappled to you, he would take you with him.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have to make a save to get ungrappled.
Okay. Use my intelligence score, my intelligence modifier for my saving throws. So, which saving throw would that be?
That is gonna be a.
Aren't those strength or dex based? Athletics or acrobatics, something like that?
Yeah, it's
Depends
a.
on.
Yeah.
It can be. It can be just a dex save or a strength save. Athletics or acrobatics.
Right. I'm
is
asking
when
Corey
you're-
which one.
This in this case would be a. I'll just say strength save 15.
So, okay, so then I get +2 for strength and then +1 by adding my intelligence modifier. So, 17.
All right, you get away from him.
Yeah. And then I'll cast Scorching Ray on him then. And I'll fire all 3 bolts at him. And that does 6d6 of fire damage to him.
Nice. Give me a total.
3, 7, that's 12, that's 17. That's 23, 25 fire damage.
Gotcha. So from the fire as well as the cannon hit, I'm sorry, what was that number again? I need to put that in.
25. Hold on, I'm seeing if my. Oh yeah, I do because I'm using my magical focus. I do an extra 1d8 damage, so it's 25 plus 5, 30 fire damage.
Gotcha. So the fire begins to melt some of the metalwork that is mutated around this sort of dog-like creature. And it's still mobile, it's still ready to fuck something up. But yeah, that you melted him quite a good bit. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up, And the other half of my
Oh,
and
movement.
then you have to
Head
go.
towards me.
Then you have to go to Daddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna hobble over to him.
Gotcha. So how much
I don't know
movement do you
how
have
far
left?
I can get.
How much
My
movement do you
movement
have?
speed is gonna be so half of it is come on, I closed my sheet. Hold on. I have I'm gonna hobble 15 feet over to Daddy.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let me just put that there, and I'll move myself 15 feet.
So
Mm.
Big Papa's gonna see this, and he's not happy about his baby getting beat up on and melted, and he is going to. Oh, never mind. No, he's not. No, he's
Oh,
not.
good.
Continue.
I'm
This
glad.
goes to who's after Lynn? Jesse, Rosalind.
Okay, Rosalind's going to use half her movement to stand up and kind of brush her dress off. And she's going to go, "You're mean. Do you know what we do to mean boys?"
Oh.
And I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at 4th level. That is 17 to hit.
One moment, you're firing at big boy. Yep, that hit.
Boy. Okay, so that's 4d12 damage.
She's a very powerful sorcerer.
That's 29 points of damage.
And what type of damage?
That would be lightning damage.
Gotcha.
Then I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to turn my Eldritch Blast into a bonus action. So that's 27 to hit. And
Yeah, that
that's 3 bolts of Eldritch Blast, so that's 3d10. 3, 9, and 7. So that's 19 points.
What type of damage?
That would be force damage.
Gotcha.
How's he
So
looking?
you hit this thing with the lightning, and just crackle and smoke bursts from it in this big cloud. And as the smoke begins to disperse, all you see is from various burn wounds are just bubbling, boiling bits of this substance and no apparent damage. And then the Eldritch Blast hits and, blows a good chunk out of its, little kind of rib section. And
No
that,
apparent damage on lightning. Interesting.
and that is your turn.
That is my turn, yes.
So that then takes us over to Garza.
So Garza not happy that this thing attacked little lady
Mm-hmm.
because we're gonna stick with this Big Daddy vibe over here.
Thank you, Daddy.
I'm gonna go around her and in front of this thing.
Well,
No
and
one
punt him
touches
into.
little ladies.
Yes.
And we're gonna start
Punt him into.
hacking the shit out of this thing. That's a natural 20 on the first attack.
Go ahead.
No.
12 damage.
Oh my god.
17 to hit on the second one.
Yep, that hits.
My cat does not care about streaming etiquette. Stop.
17 damage on the on that hit.
How do you kill it?
I'm just going As Garza smacks it the first time, comes down, boom, he comes up straight down upon it, squashing it
Yes.
in little bits.
All right, is that your turn?
How much? That was 15 or 30, right? Yes. Set it on me. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, he won't get touched by that. Yes, that'll be my turn. Yes, that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. And next, that takes us to. Sorry. That takes us to Big Man. So he is not very happy with the doll. Not very happy at all. He's not really happy with either of you. But he's gonna take a swipe at the doll with the claws.
Shield.
What's that
Nice.
to your AC?
That's a 21 to my AC.
Okay, so that's a 25. So this hits, and that's gonna do 11 slashing and 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then from its rib section, you see this kind of bubbling black arcs of electricity between its ribs, and it unleashes this howling screech. And let me see. How high up in the air are you? 20 feet?
Talking to me?
I'm
Victor.
sorry.
Zach?
Zach, how high are you in the air?
I am roughly, I think it was 20 feet up.
Yeah, I believe you said 20 foot.
Yep.
So this thing, yeah, that's within its range. All right,
So remember 20 feet up, but you also have to factor in the distance.
Yeah, but this thing's 10 feet tall, and it's 10 feet from you. So I assume
Yeah, no, that's like 30 feet-ish. Something like that. Go ahead.
Let's see. So, everybody make I need Victor, Macular, and Rosalind to make Constitution saving throws. I believe. Hold on. Yeah, Constitution saving throws.
Natural 20.
Woo!
Ooh. Okay.
She just doesn't care today.
15 for Macular.
27.
All right. So, I'll give you for a natural 20 on a saving throw. Is that no damage? If it's normally half.
It's up to you, Dan.
I'll give you
That's
no
completely
damage.
up to
That's
you.
pretty badass. So let me roll for damage. Shite. So Zach, you take 8. 8 thunder damage.
Ooh. God
And
damn, that's loud.
you take 15 thunder damage. Macular. Let's see.
Gotcha.
So, and then Macular, you are knocked prone again.
Okay.
So, um. Okay, no, nobody failed that by 5 more. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, that is its turn, which then takes us to. And yeah, it's still just gonna stare at you. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's got 2 attacks. It's only gonna take a bite at you.
Hasn't it already attacked me?
Yes. It has 2 attacks, and then that was a bonus action. So that's a whole 3. Even with the So it tries to bite you, but since your small size, it just completely whiffs on the bite, and yeah, that is its turn, which then takes us back over to you, Victor. All right? Yeah.
Okay. So, how's this guy over here looking?
Him?
Yeah, big dude. Big.
Oh, there's quite a few chunks taken out of him.
All right. What? How does Razorblade guy look?
Oh, he's dead.
He's melted and pounded into the church
Okay.
grounds.
He's been squished.
Yeah.
You gotta add a little
Oh.
death symbol there so that we don't forget.
Sorry about that.
And this guy over here is what's he looking like?
Everyone but the big guy is dead.
Yeah.
That's
both are
me,
dead except
Zach,
for
and I'm okay for right now.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is swarm this motherfucker with bats. Nope. Alright. And his back is towards me, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna fly up behind him while still off the ground, because I'm not touching the ground. I'm just gonna go. Can I see his neck or any exposed skin?
No, not from its back area. It's like a big tuft of fur from what you can see, and big horns on the top of its head.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to bite him. Like you said, I can see his fur, right? So, feasibly, if I roll and I hit him, that would breach his skin, right?
Yeah. Roll at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
It's a very big tuft of fur.
Okay. Plus that. Would you call it? No. Okay, melee weapon attack. It's vampire. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Oh wait, no, that's you said disadvantage. My bad. This is
Go
higher.
ahead.
So 21's the lower roll.
Oh, okay, yeah, that hits.
All right. So first I'm going to roll my piercing damage. 8 plus 4, 12 points of piercing damage, and he needs to make a con save. DC 13. Corey?
15.
Yeah, he beats it. So nothing happens. I'm gonna take my fangs off. You taste.
You did bite him though, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. A moment.
Okay, I have more attacks.
Okay, go ahead. What are you gonna do after you
Well,
release your bite?
I'm gonna take my maul and just wail on him. Strength. 23 to hit.
That hits.
this also does silver, bludgeoning damage. That's not bad. 10 plus 15. 15 bludgeoning. Silver. And I'm going to whack at him again. For my final attack.
As you go in for your final attack, you realize that what you're hitting is an inanimate object where just this rapid rigor mortis has set in, and this creature is dead.
I'm still going to pound him into
Fair
dust. I'm just going to pound him.
Yeah. He's mad.
I'm throwing
Just
a
to
tantrum.
let you know how much damage you did to him, you did 56 damage.
Because I bit him?
hmm
Okay.
And this time it rolled in your favor. Last time it rolled to not kill someone and it killed someone. This time you rolled to kill someone and it killed someone. It's not
You're erring on the
necessarily.
side of killing people.
It had the chance to not kill it, but it literally
Well,
by a
cool.
hair.
if I didn't kill him, he would have been enthralled by me. If he failed to save. So yeah.
So
Rosalind sees you killing him and just goes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm still beating this thing like it's
as you're beating it, just
Motherfucker.
parts of it are breaking
Yeah.
off as you're just beating it into
I would-
chunks. And,
I would actually-
smaller chunks.
I'd like to roll investigation to see if there's anything, or would this be survival to pick through this thing as I'm beating it?
While you're beating it, Garza walks up to you, grabs your hammer by the shaft. Easy, Birdsman. It's his depths.
Go ahead and roll your investigation.
Or would that be survival since I'm looking through it, or I'll go with it. I guess investigation.
I'm thinking investigation because it's to a certain means. It's not to survive anything or, go
Okay,
through the wilderness.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast
8.
Cure Wounds on myself.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you can easily see that this blood has been like the yeah, combat's over.
Yeah.
So what you see is there is a very distinct similarity in this creature's blood and the blood of the stuff you got off the windowsill or that broken shard. Except this looks like it's coagulated and thickened far more. And yeah, it definitely has something to do with what you were sent to the church for. But as all this is happening, you hear from the, kind of slumped over, apparent corpse of Margit, you hear, "Fools, you'll never bring down the church. The moon will fall the day
Oh
the
my
church falls."
Oh.
And then he that was his last breath. He's dead. This
The guy you shot to death. Don't I still have a hold of your hammer? I grabbed your hammer and told you to stop
He
swinging.
did grab your hammer, yes.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Corey, I just cast Cure Wounds on myself for 12 HP.
Natural 20.
Who has the higher strength?
We had both have 20 strength.
Reroll.
18.
Holy fuck, that's the third time we've had back-to-back nat 20s on this channel. Holy shit. What was yours?
there's been others.
Yeah? I was just thinking of two in particular. Holy shit.
Rosalind hears what the guy says about the church and would like to investigate the church.
Oh, Rosalind, did you take any damage during this match?
I did.
I was muted
Corey,
by
I
the
have
guy. I was muted, by the way, on the stream. Everybody, I got a nat 20 against his strength check.
Very good. Corey, I have a question.
I have maybe an answer.
Is Rosalind an actual doll?
Yes.
But yes.
All right. I'm gonna go over to Rosalind then. Rosalind, I'm gonna say, is it all right if, because I'm guessing your damage doesn't look like bleeding or whatever. You just look like you're partially broken, right?
A little bit of stuffing.
Yeah, she turns very, very slowly and gives you.
Hi, I'm pretty handy. I think I could fix you. I want to try. Is it okay if I touch you?
Are you a friend?
Yes.
Would you like a hug?
Let me try to fix you first, and if I succeed, I will take a hug as a reward.
Okay.
As she's doing that, you just hear thum, thum, thum as
I'm
Garza's
gonna
walking
cast
over.
mending on the doll.
Go.
that's
How does mending work?
I can repair 1 foot square of damage on any
how-
inanimate object.
How tall are you, Jesse?
A doll.
Right. So
If this
like I don't have
You're
to know
small,
all of it.
so
but I can-
you're within two. You're
The average
3 feet.
porcelain doll is 1.5 feet long, tall.
You
buddy.
can restore 30% of your fuck off. Who gives a shit about the average? You can restore a third of your HP.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So like I guess like if her arm the stitching was coming out, all of a sudden that pulls and you know like it's good, you know, or something similar. Alright. I'm glad that worked.
And you said you were going to investigate the
okay.
church as well.
Oh, my friend. Give her a
I
hug and I
gladly
give her a
accept the
healing
hug.
word. Healing word. 9
Yay.
points.
5. Thank you.
9.
I'll take it.
She said
9
9.
points.
Oh, 9.
Yes,
Cool.
I would like to investigate the church, Corey. Thank you.
Also, mending is a cantrip, so I'm gonna do it again later.
Free.
It's pretty free.
So it depends on the context of what you're investigating as to what I'm going to make you roll.
Okay, the gentleman said you could never take down the church. I would like to take down the church. So how do I make the church go down?
I
Okay.
mean, it's an old
One
dilapidated
church,
church.
darling.
You could very easily, kick at it long enough, and it will likely fall to the ground.
Or light it on fire.
Right? Yeah. It is very easily disposed of.
Is there anything
Or-
that's protecting it?
No, but I will go ahead and say that since you are the what's the opposite of divine? You were kind of the product of
Fiendish.
you
I'm
were
fiendish.
there you
yeah,
go.
you were the fiendish product of the church. So you're familiar with the church, and this is not the church you come from. That you know that much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's
So what
easily
am I rolling?
disposed of. You can roll you can roll history or
From your end. Can
Damn it. I'm gonna turn on noise suppression then. Give me a second.
legit.
24.
oh, okay. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
you
not fixing it, Lynn.
don't
Just mute when
immediately
you're not
recognize
talking.
this church. You know for an absolute certain that this church appears to be nice. It appears to be like it was
Not the same
built
church.
with kind of integrity, like it was built to be worshipped at. It's not some, um, you know, grandeur. It's a place where things are worshipped. There's a serenity to this place.
Alright, Corey, I did want to say I'm cutting out this guy's tongue, by the way.
Margaret's tongue.
Yeah, the guy that I'm next to. That was what I was going over to him because he was being sassy. So I'm just.
Oh,
Okay,
you some weird motherfucker.
roll survival.
Alright. Like, that's what I was trying to do when I flew over to him.
But you also notice, Jesse, that there is a part of the church just inside of the foyer that is completely undamaged,
21, by the way.
as if it was
Is it?
as if time has never passed. No, it's like right in the entranceway here. Um, for context, for those that have watched, it was the right in the section where Zach repaired the rune. It is, and there's a bluish glow to the area.
You're gonna, I mean, anyone who's watching Rosalind will see her eyes become a little bit larger and a little bit darker as she casts True Seeing on herself.
All right, I'm a new DM. Tell me what True Seeing does.
Posted it in the chat. Spell gives me the ability to see things as they actually are. I can see hidden doors. I can see into the ethereal plane.
Isn't it just True Sight?
Yeah, that's True Sight. That's what I said.
You
True
said
Seeing is what the spell is called.
she gets True Sight. She can see anything and everything, basically.
It's True Seeing.
So
True
what you
Sight.
see,
True Sight is a spell. This looks like it's a, or True Sight is an ability. This is a spell. That's the difference.
so what you see as you look through this foyer and into the kind of into the worship center of this church, and at the center you see the pulpit. You see a bald man preaching jubilantly to a large crowd of people, and all around, and all the stained glass, all of the art, everything is various moons and stars and orientations of the planets. um, and everything is happy. It's a very um, joyous place, just where they worship the stars.
Okay. Do I see any indication of why old mate, bad guy, would have said that we need to take down the church?
Not this church. No, there's no real. It's already taken down. It's destroyed essentially.
Okay. Rosalind's gonna turn to everyone and she's gonna say, "This is a nice place."
Well, while she exclaims that, Gaz is gonna go into the chapel where Big Boy came out of, seeing where he came from, see if there's anything interesting to find in there.
Red, did you take any damage?
Yeah, he took about 25 points roughly of damage.
All right, I'm gonna go cast healing. Healing. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Red. Mute.
Gotcha. Throw him some hit points.
That's doing me in for what?
That's 13.
And Macular, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You, now that the combat is over, you've kind of taken a moment to decompress, and something about this place feels home.
Hmm. Am I noticing anything familiar, like visually, or is it just like solely feelings?
Uh, it's almost like you could see yourself on certain patches of grass, but you don't necessarily remember any landmarks like the church itself, or the topography. But it seems like it's where you're supposed to be. Garza,
Gotcha.
when you go in, roll. So you saw him come from the steeple, like the broken glass over
Yeah,
here.
he came from like right over. I can't ping it properly. Ugh,
You would have to
right
climb.
there.
You would have to climb into that section. So roll athletics.
Yeah, not a problem.
Or
That
acrobatics.
a 21 in to get in.
Yeah, you climb on up there. Now, roll perception.
That's a calculated 20.
Okay, so you see a rune that's partially radiant but partially shadowed, almost as if there's a shadowy dust kind of protruding from the rune, but there's also a radiant light that pierces from it as well. So there's the sharpness of that light with the cloudiness of the shadow. Um,
Do I recognize the rune at all?
no,
Hmm.
unless you can roll history.
That's a calculated 20. I don't expect me to still know anything about it because of where I come from, but
You
does it have anything to
recognize
do with gravity? I should say is the better question.
unless you can roll history. It's adjacent. It's this rune was carved by the same family that first whose lineage discovered the graviturgy. You unmistakingly know this is somehow related to the family of the church, the Great Church, and like the Church of the Old Blood, and the Radiant Church, which are two arms of the same thing. But
It's gonna come up behind him and go, "What do you see?"
Oh, little woman, you will end up smashed if you scare Garzus too much.
I'd like to see you try.
Yeah, just set my hammer on the ground. Little dust particles fall from the top of the rafters. Okay, I'm gonna go poke the
I'm
rune.
imagining this absolutely gigantic man and this 1.5-foot doll, and he's absolutely terrified. I just love it.
I'm gonna go poke the rune. See if they're like.
Before he pokes it, I have true seeing. Is it trapped?
you see that this is a portal.
That's a portal.
What's his portal?
Portals take things from one place and put them in another. Would you like to go to another place?
He sticks his head out. Keep in mind, this man is 12 foot tall. Sticks his head out and just hollers, "Little lady, birdsman. Baby lady says there is portals in here."
Oh, cool. Excellent. Fetch the cannon. We'll bring it with us.
Ah, yeet myself out this window and just lumber over and pick up this cannon. How much did this cannon weigh, or how big is this cannon?
It's not very big. It I think counts as actually. Let me see if I can find the exact stats. Hold on 1 second.
Chonky. It's a chonky cannon.
Well, so what size does 12 foot count as?
The under D&D rules, 12
That'd
feet.
be large, right?
No, that would be like right on the cusp of medium. Large starts at 15.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I count as large when carrying crap.
So it counts as small because I can either make tiny or small, and I made small.
Okay, yeah, no, this thing's just like on my shoulder essentially. I'm just
There you go.
like a bag
Well,
of dog food.
I could probably fashion a harness within less than an hour.
I'm going to send a message to Macula. I found a portal. Would you like to see it?
Do you think your friend could be through there?
It's difficult to say. I don't know how she could have gotten in there. But it seems so pretty. Would you like to see it?
Do we have
It's
another
up to
shiny
you.
yet?
I'll follow you.
Can I vibe check the doll?
Go ahead, roll insight.
Okay, give me a second.
Come and see the portal. Come play with us in the portal.
Yeah, in
Look
Garza's
how
mind,
everyone
you
is
are
off screen
officially
except
baby
Zach,
lady
who's
now.
just vibing.
Okay, no, I rolled a 1. I trust the doll completely.
Yeah,
I'm afraid.
Jess, in Garza's mind, you are officially a baby lady if
Yes.
Lynn is little lady.
Okay.
So
And
we're
then
all going in the
Birdman, and I
portal?
don't know what I'm going to call the other guy. Probably Man. Because because he's normal size, or he's semi-normal
Man.
size for me. Like, how big is your character,
Call
Devin?
him normal man or human.
So I'm investigating the portal. Is it a touch to open situation? What are we looking at here?
Roll Arcana.
Natural 20.
Yes, if you touch it, you
Jesus
will go
Christ.
there, and where you will go is not a very safe place. It gives you specifically very, very bad vibes.
Oh,
If it scares the
This
dolly,
is-
that's where I want to go.
this is beautiful. It's so dangerous. If you touch this rune, you'll go far away in a dark place. Very dangerous.
Can I investigate the portal? I have some, I think, Arcana. Yeah.
Anything more you're trying to find out?
Well, I mean, she's saying it's like dangerous and stuff, but I want to try to figure out. Actually, you know what? Let me cast Detect Magic and find out what kind of magic is controlling this thing.
Gotcha. So it is it's a mixture. It's like a kind of an amalgamation of all magics, but it has a bad intention.
Right. While I trust the doll with my life, that does not mean that she is correct in all things. So,
I did
I'm
say it's
going
very
to.
dangerous.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna pass on what I also learned. Yes. And then let me just put
Dangerous
that on.
place.
Let me mark that on my spell sheet.
Dracula, would you like to play?
Yeah, send it. Let's go.
I touch the rune.
All right.
I hold on to her shoulder.
Everyone else going?
I'll be
Gaza calling
behind.
the weapon is right
Yeah.
behind him. And I would imagine little lady is right behind him.
Yes, I'm behind Graza. I'm fitting him in my mind's eye for that harness for the cannon.
She's prepping the design for the harness
Yeah.
to make a mobile
Doing like
battle unit.
the sketches. Yeah.
What about the
Would you like to
Birdman?
play?
Victor?
I mean, Birdman had a plan, and I was going to it, but like, whatever.
Well, I mean, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to delete you, Victor. You can put your token back on the map. If you still want to investigate that rune, this is your
I
opportunity.
wasn't
to
talking
now.
about the rune. I was doing something else with like with the bodies. But yeah,
He was cutting the tongue out, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, and I was
Yeah,
gonna do
you-
something else, but everyone else wanted to go take it. Check
Well,
out this
while
rune.
we're doing that, what is Victor doing?
Yeah, go ahead. You cut out Margaret's tongue, then what else? I'll go ahead and skip that survival
I
check.
don't.
when you have his tongue.
No, I got a 21 on the survival check.
Yeah, you got his tongue. To the
Yeah.
root.
Yep. I'm gonna go over to the mechanical dog-looking thing. Can I see where this thing's like heart is?
It's mechanically logical where it's kind of it doesn't have a heart.
Well,
It
yeah,
has,
but like you know how the heart of a computer is the CPU, or the heart of a car is the motor. Can I see its motor or whatever?
there's some sort of techno arcana contraption in the very center that's directly attached to like a pump
I'm gonna
that
take
would
that.
pump the oil.
I'm gonna take the not the pump, but I'm gonna take the thing, the techno arcana thing.
Okay, it was melted, so I'll let you go ahead and take
Oh,
that without
it's
making any sort of check.
it's melted. Like they're all.
Like the like it was melting into the ground and then beaten to all shit. So the core of it
The
is
thing was
melted,
flattened.
but it's easy to remove. It's damaged, but
But-
it's easy to remove.
Okay. Luckily, I know somebody who can cast mending.
So did anybody communicate to Victor what was going on?
Yes, I stuck my head out the window and yelled, "Birdman, there's portal in here."
Okay.
So now what do you do?
Well, there was one more body, right? The
Well, you beat the other one to dust. So no, you've ripped out the tongue of Margit. You've taken the heart of the Bitzer, and then the other one you beat all to
But there
hell.
was one more. There was the two big boys.
There was only
Yeah,
3.
you beat one of the big boys. You took the heart out of the little boy, and then took the tongue out of the other big boy.
What about the short dude? Like there was another. There's another.
There was only 3,
That was-
boss.
The one that you were clicking on, that was Myra.
Okay. I got confused. Okay.
Lol.
I told you were clicking on me.
People talk. So that's a head, a heart.
I know I look evil.
All right. I'm gonna go back over to Margaret. Take his eyes. I'll roll a medical or survival if you want, buddy.
Nah, go for it. You take him.
I'm putting all
You
these in my
managed
empty
to beat.
jars. All right. And then I'm gonna
But
go.
take his eyes. He's not using them no more.
Mhm.
What else? Heart. Head. I'm gonna take one of my. I'm gonna go over to that pile of dust and scoop it up. Some of it into a vial. Like an empty vial.
I'm getting the vibe that Victor is gonna. It's literal. He's making a friend.
One thing you
You
do
know.
notice
I'm
is
getting
that all
necro
of
vibes.
these
Yeah.
various
Like-
parts that you're gathering, they don't appear to have the same origin.
Like Victor
I-
Frankenstein.
Can I tell where they came from?
I mean they all came from various fell beings, but
Right.
that's what specifically makes him the fell omen is he grafted things to him. But they were grafted, you know,
You said
from
they
other
were-
creatures. You would have to do individual investigations on them.
Okay, I'm gonna save that. I'll save that for later. You said that there was people praying and a bald man in there.
That was when
I
she was
saw.
using True Sight.
Okay. Okay. Would I not have noticed a bunch of pews and whatnot when I was in there?
I mean, you notice like the typical like church setup. It's just decrepit and rotten, fallen to waste.
Okay. Well, I got what I wanted.
But
so
I mean, you do obvious. You know what this church was for.
Okay. Is there still a religious symbol at the altar?
Yes, it's cracked, but yes, and it's the same
How big is
sigil of
it?
death. About twice the size of the one you were trying to repair.
And is it made of stone or anything like
Mhm.
that?
Yeah, like a stone and wood configuration. Yeah,
I'm taking it.
the whole thing.
I mean, how big are we talking? Because you didn't actually tell
I
me.
mean,
how big
it'd be
sigils.
the size of like a good-sized buckler.
Like a
So
buckler.
man-sized.
No,
Man's-
no, like a buckler shield.
Okay, I
Oh,
have
so-
I have rope. So what I'm going to do is tie this thing to my back.
Go for it.
Mm.
I don't want to be a dick. Go for it.
And if you want me to roll, I'll roll.
I could make you fat roll, and those of you that are watching that are fans of FromSoft games will know what a fat roll is, but I'm not gonna make you fat roll.
Okay. Yeah, I have that. The vials of this different stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna follow suit and go through the portal now.
All right. So you guys your stomachs are twisted, your, brains are frazzled. You kind of go through this weird in between of dimensions, and you all end up. One second, forget which one's which. You all end up here, and you can place your tokens. Forgive me, Devin. We're just going to use the um, what you call it, the theater of imagination, and put you guys on this top part. You're
Or
above this kind of scaffolding.
Corey, my laptop died, and so I'm on mobile, so I won't be able to go to Roll20 for a little
No
while.
problem. I can drop your token on at least.
Thank you.
You got it. I got her dropped if you can at least move her around. Garza dropped your token with everyone else.
I tried. I don't know if it did it. Things are being real laggy on my end.
I dropped you. I did it.
I
So
said
you
that
guys
and then
were
the
all
weapon. Because I hauled the cannon through as well.
well, we will can you do that for me, Zach? Drop the cannon. Yeah, just put it like right next to Garza. And you guys drop in
Break time.
to break time. And we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to be wrapping it up very shortly. We do appreciate all you guys for coming. We're going to take a few minutes break and be right back.
We're back.
That's
And then
okay.
Ant did this tank
Alright.
with some neons in there.
So,
You.
hello guys, you have caught us rather than a 5-minute debate. We did a brief show and tell with some fishies and some burbs. Welcome back to Unu's special extended Halloween slash holiday um, little thing we're doing. Where we last left off with break was the gang was teleported over to what appears to be this giant, massive cathedral, um, and within it they are. Go ahead, guys. What do you do when you appear? You're in this kind of second floor of this massive cathedral.
I'm gonna run to the barrier between us and the world, and I'm gonna look through. What do I see? Do I see any person?
Roll perception.
I'm gonna investigate the immediate area around the portal.
19.
Gotcha. So, what you see is lined along the kind of thing here are these guys. And then at the very head is this sumbitch. Hold on, let me actually accurately size him. Was it alt?
I've still got true seeing active as well. So, are there any magical doorways or enchantments on the area?
No, just the kind of magical residue from the exit of the portal. There is no back way through the portal, however.
Okay, so this guy, what's his vibe?
He's not exactly happy, but not exactly mad. Just kind of that boss vibe, like that shitty boss type of vibe. Like he's just doing his work, like just waiting for something to give him a reason to be angry at someone.
Gaza walks up and sees the people.
He's
Or
just
do
a
I see the
cog in
people?
the machine.
Roll perception.
Is there anything with around the portal entrance, like immediately? Anything of note?
Not that you would see. She only saw it because of her seeing.
16.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
You see these two guys. You do not see the general here.
Do they appear to be fighting men? Like they would attack on sight kind of deal?
Yes, they appear to be very nasty bastards that are ready to fuck some shit up.
You hear him chuckle a little bit. Ooh, fighting men.
You want to make some new friends?
It's not exactly as what I had in mind.
What both of you
They're
also
more
notice
like
with your perception check is the
toys.
noticeable absence of macular or macular.
Oh shit! You would have thought that while I was investigating, I would have noticed that sooner.
Shit, Garza
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
even realize he's
sorry.
a
You
thing.
you also noticed that, but my apologies.
There's
Yeah,
two
Garza's
friends.
headcanon, he's not even a thing yet.
There's two
Oh, no.
friends. And there's
Madness.
also a big friend. Can you see the big friend?
Knows. But big friends are much more funs.
When she points him out, you can see him. You weren't too far off
Ooh.
with perception.
There he is. Can you see him?
How nasty does he look?
You can either roll history or insight.
It doesn't matter. They're both +1s. That's a 9.
So, was it history or insight? It's actually important. Are you
Oh.
trying to find out who he is or what his vibe is?
It's more of a vibe check.
Um, you don't get an immediate evil vibe, but you definitely get the vibe that he is ready and willing to fuck shit up.
Birdsman, what is it you feels?
I'm assuming you communicate what you see, and Birdman
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
obviously be able to see.
Birdman stealth check, silent feathers, all the way over here.
The way over where? Oh. I'm assuming he doesn't say anything, he just flies over, like
Yep.
the dick he is.
Yep, just being extra quiet, because I can do that. 'Cause,
All right, roll
I'm gonna-
perception. Everybody roll perception, actually.
I'm still up in the air, by the way. I'm just on this
Mhm.
side now. I'm up
Yes,
in
sir.
the
18.
I'm in the Raptors.
That was what,
18.
Jesse? So you see it, Zach.
That's-
Lynn, what did you get perception?
Dirty 20.
30, 20, and then that was an 18 for you.
For me, I didn't roll. I didn't say mine. 18 was for Jesse. Mine is a 20.
And 18 was for red as well.
Mine was a 21.
Okay, so everybody sees what appears to be he seems almost a twin to who you just fought, but he's dressed differently. He's dressed much more officially, and rather than the horns protruding and twisting into his flesh, they are shaved down and well kept. Almost if you were far enough away, he would just look like a bald man with large ears, or a large bald man with large ears. And he approaches. I would say everybody hears this. Sir, I have news. What? It appears Margit has fallen to the scorched moon. What do you mean? A prowler got to him. He seemed to take them out, but he fell with them. Are you sure it was just or are you sure it was just I can't be certain there was no other sign. You didn't think to look. No, sir. And that's what y'all hear.
I'm gonna cast message to the big guy.
All right.
What's black and white and red all over?
Ah, God! Both of these guys start looking around.
Silly.
What is
That's
this?
not the right answer.
He steps atop the table. The table sort of kind of quakes under his weight. Did you hear that? I did.
Careful.
No, wait. No, he wouldn't have heard that. The other guy wouldn't have heard that, right?
No, it's just him. He's hearing me say these things.
Hmm.
Be careful. Want to fall? You might hurt yourself.
Search the premises. Yes, sir.
Would you like to play a game?
I don't play games.
I spy with my little eye. Starts with D, rhymes with red.
While she's doing that, I'm going to swarm him with bats.
Before you cast that, all of you are suddenly the same twist, the same turn. Actually, yeah, the same twist, the same turn in your stomachs and in your brains that happen when you pass through the portal. It starts to kind of flood in again. and you feel like you're about to lose consciousness. And one moment.
Can I get a spell off before we lose consciousness?
You sure can.
Cool.
I have something for this.
I'll give everyone a free action before they disappear.
I'm gonna cast Disintegrate.
Okay. On what?
On the big guy.
On the big guy. Okay. Throw it at me. Is that a spell save or?
That's a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, you take 13d6 plus 40 force damage.
What's the?
The save
Okay.
is Dex 18.
Oh well, yeah. He just shrugs that off like it's nothing. It barely disintegrates the cloth on his armor.
Am I able to cast Identify on him or no?
You have one free action. What you do with
Well,
that
I
free
don't know if I
action?
can cast Identify on living things. Am I allowed to?
I mean, what are you trying to identify? Who he is specifically?
No, well, kind of like what he is. Because he's very big, and I'm like, just I don't know if he's a construct. I don't know if he's because they all look really weird. I'm gonna say I haven't played Elden Ring yet.
He is, yeah. You if you'd like to cast Identify and you'd like to use that as your one action.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Identify on him then.
You identify him as a very, very powerful Voidborn, similar to the same race as the woman who asked you to do this mission and hired you, um, but of a bit of a different nature. Um,
So like same power level kind of dealy.
mhm.
Can
Okay,
I
so this is
clarify?
actually very useful information for me.
Yeah. Can I clarify the reason that the Disintegrate spell didn't work?
What happens on a fail? Or I mean,
He
what
takes
happens on a
half.
success?
He takes half on a success.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's the damage?
The damage total was 83.
Okay.
So 40 something damage.
This doll is the
I'm sorry.
most
Repeat that. My
terrifying
brain was
thing.
trying to do something.
It's 41 damage on a success.
Gotcha.
We've got to keep this doll mended, just for all the time.
So
That was a
it
big
has to
hit.
be.
That was a big hit that I had.
Yes.
Wasn't that your
Okay. So
free action
you
was
got
casting back?
some of his skin begins to disintegrate, and under it you see the same rainbow light. Or some of you recognize that rainbow light as the light from your letters that you originally received.
Your blood is so beautiful.
All right. Corey, I am going to. Since I have 3 attacks for an action, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
You said 1 action, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's movement technically, so I'm not gonna be able to do that.
It has to be ranged though.
Not if I
Yeah,
stop.
Garza is gonna jump down onto the center floor.
Well, I mean from where you're standing. No movement. If you use the movement, you're essentially using the free action.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my free action to move.
Okay, go for it.
That was my plan. Jump onto the floor. How many movement feet is that? 5 to jump down.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, and then use the remaining 25 feet. So I'd imagine I'd probably be right here, just like right in front of me, but on the floor. Use the remaining 25 foot to get up to there.
All right. So that's Rosalind, Myra, and Garza. Victor, you are going to make ranged attacks.
Nope. I'm gonna drop out of the sky. I'm gonna stop flying and drop with this heavy ass thing on my back with my mace pointed downward. Let gravity do
Okay.
its thing.
All right, roll
Making gravity do
roll to
its
hit.
work.
Well, I also would like to ask. I'm also going claws first. Like talons. So you got my weight, and how I said it was up in the rafters. So how high is the rafters?
Raptors probably be 25 to 30 feet.
30 feet. So that's 1d10 per 10 feet if I fall. Plus the weight of whatever this thing is, and you said it was essentially a medium creature. So this is
So
up.
that's on a hit, right?
Yeah, on a hit. If this
Okay.
hits, I'm just trying to clarify.
Gotcha.
If this hits with the weight of me plus my claws plus my talons plus the weight of this thing on my back, because that's basically 2 medium creatures. So would that be 2d10 because of the weight?
Aren't you
I'll
a
allow it.
medium creature, Zach?
I am. I'm a medium creature, and so is this thing on my back.
I'll allow
Yeah.
that.
Well,
So 2d10 per 10 feet. That's 30. That's 6d10. Plus the drop. Well, I'm not going to. That'd just be asinine. So on a hit. Ooh. It's not bad. 18. 18 plus. 25
And that's damage or to hit?
to hit.
That hits.
So first, I'm going to do I'll do the talon damage first, which is 2d6. 3 plus my strength. 3 plus 11 piercing, and then 6d10 because of the fall damage. Eight, 9, 17, 8, 5, 17, 22 plus 8 is 30. I got 2 more. 40, 45. So it's 11 plus 45. I got 50. 56 total on this guy.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna say
And that's everybody, correct?
I'm just gonna be like,
Yes.
surprise, motherfucker.
So, as everybody gets their attacks off, you feel that same twist, that same turn in your stomachs, that frazzle in your brains that you felt previously from the first portal. And bear with me to I have to do something. Forgot to do.
My big question is, how much health does this thing have?
And you guys are transported to about the layer just below the woman here. Let me make sure I'm in the right spot. So you guys are about here.
Oh.
You guys are transported all here. Just clustered up in this area.
How bad did he look before we left?
He looked like you got a good, some blood was drawn. Nothing crazy. But,
So I'm hearing
you
this,
caught him
probably
off
wouldn't have
guard big
survived
time.
a fight.
Hmm?
He wouldn't have survived a fight.
We did 90 points of damage in one round.
What?
Over 90.
Did you?
Me
Yes.
plus her? Me plus Jesse alone was like close to 100.
Yeah, and then I would have been swinging on this motherfucker. Just, oh, hey, have hammer.
Now we're here, though. Do we know why? I've still got true seeing up.
Oh, roll perception.
Uh, 18.
So yeah, you see just about everything. You appear to be a place between places, and the air feels perfect. The wind is perfect, and everything is very calm and quiet. And atop the stairs here, you see a woman. I'll actually go ahead and show those that have it. You
Oh,
see
hey, look,
her.
it's Devin's girly.
Yeah, it's Devin's wifey. Too bad he's fucking asleep. Um, so yeah, he or she is sitting atop, accompanied by her beastie up here.
This is a
We're about to
nice
show the big
place.
beastie.
This is a very nice place. I don't like it.
Yeah, cannon in hand, I go marching straight up the steps, ready to fight this big thing.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm following Daddy. And I'm gonna because I can fire. I'm the only one who can fire the cannon as far as I know because he uses a spell attack. But yes.
Bitch, that's me. Don't move me, Corey.
That was
Mhm.
me.
No.
She's like, I don't go up there. They
Oh,
can
you
go
said
die on their own.
you said you're going up the stairs.
Yes, I am
Didn't say
marching
that.
up the stairs. Oi, who's moving me now?
Me.
Why?
Corey!
Because you haven't specified shit, and I don't know who
I
has
said I'm
movement.
going up to fight the thing. I have 30 foot of movement.
What's your passive perceptions, Myra and Garza?
16.
Myra.
Lynn, you're muted, my love.
I keep reading. I'm muted. Sorry. What was that?
Passive perception.
Oh, I don't know how to calculate that. Hold on one second.
It's just should be your wisdom plus something. I don't remember.
It's on your sheet.
My
shouldn't it
wisdom.
be?
I'm using a different kind of sheet. My
let me-
wisdom score is an 11.
Passive checks. How?
Don't worry about it. You both
I'm
see
used to.
Ronnie.
If yours is an 11, you probably have a 16 as well. Then.
You
Okay.
both
All right.
see and recognize Ronnie. I shouldn't have even bothered with that. And we'll be wrapping it up
Okay.
very
Cool.
soon. What do you do? Does Garza continue to storm towards this beast?
Yes, he does. He sees big monster. He didn't get to fight another big monster. He's gonna fight this thing instead.
I mean, I'm gonna go head over to Ronnie.
As
Is my madness done?
Uh,
I don't know how long it's been.
I'd say yeah. I'd say
Roll,
your
I suppose,
madness
but
is
yeah.
done. That's been plenty of
Okay.
time, and it's short-term madness. You didn't get afflicted with long-term.
Yeah, I'll keep Daddy in sight, but I won't have to be attached to him.
So she's standing next to the lady, and me and the cannon are walking up to this big beast.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry, I can still fire the cannon from this far.
Yeah, I don't know what your firing range from that is.
I
Or
turned
how
to
far away
Victor.
you can be to fire it.
Basically, I use it as a long-range spell focus.
Hmm.
As you step into these waters, you receive 2d12 of HP back.
Ooh.
Is that just red or?
Just Garza.
Okay.
What were you gonna say to me, Jesse?
I was gonna say, do you know this lady? Is she a friend?
I thought so. That remains to be seen. And I'm gonna.
Would you like me to hurt her?
I'm gonna just ignore her and fly over here.
You did good work, Victor.
Interesting. Good work. What kind of work? What is that?
That. He's my friend. Garza, do you continue to storm towards it?
I don't know. Do I hear her? Is she talking quietly or is she being
Yeah, she's talking relatively quietly to Victor.
okay? So
Not
I'm gonna
necessarily
imagine I
directly
don't
to you.
hear it then. So yes, I'm going to continue marching.
All right, you're right on it now.
I'm going to turn back. Little lady, should this thing be destroyed?
While your back is turned to it, it kind of rears back and goes at your hammer, like it's a dog's bone. Go ahead and roll a strength saving throw.
I'm
Do I
good.
have permission for bonus actions?
Can I roll insight on Ronnie to see like what I'm trying to tell is if she's bullshitting me or not?
Garza,
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
would at least teach this thing some manners.
16.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to end up happening here.
Yeah.
16.
All right, you said strength save.
Where's my insight?
That's a natural 20, Bubba.
Oh, nice. It was a dirty 20. So, you are now locked into. It's got your hammer,
Stalemate.
but it didn't exactly.
Well, I
Get-
have nat 20 plus 10 to my strength.
Well,
Which
it's not
stalemated.
necessarily trying to break it from your grasp. It was just trying to get it. Now that it has a hold, it doesn't break it from your grasp. You're kind of now in like a tug of war with a giant alien puppy.
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action
Corey.
increase gravity.
Corey.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say, Jesse? You said something.
I said don't be rude and I cast blindness.
On whom?
On the guy that's trying to take Gazia's hammer, the puppy.
Giant
Alien
puppy
puppy.
guy.
Ain't no one can
Uh,
say my name right.
Is that spell save or anything? Or is that just
It's a
not?
Constitution save, 18 con.
Fuck, do I have
By the way, 21 on my insight on Ronnie.
You said 18?
Mhm.
Yeah, it succeeds.
Okay.
And the insight check on Ronnie, you see that she's genuinely pleased and
What I'm trying to
proud that.
What I'm trying to find out is if she seems different, like malevolent in some way.
No change in her intentions. She seems to be on the same path that she's been on, but she's never been clear with you as to what that was. But her intentions do appear to be the same and have not changed. No malevolence, at least.
All right, bonus action increase gravity. What saves do I need to make to bust this thing loose to actually just hit the shit out of it?
Let's see.
Or can I make a athletics check
Go ahead.
to bust it out?
Mhm.
That's a dirty 20.
All right, that is a 30.
Jeez.
So, well, and that's a natural 20 actually too. So, yeah, you actually then realize the origin of your magic and the origin of the creature are one and the same, and it senses that gravitational pull and kind of playfully pulls back, kind of like a puppy would, like kind of like that, but with gravity rather than a physical pull, but with gravity.
It reminds me of my old mentor. Let's go. Unarmed strike. I'm gonna punch this thing in its face. Give me my hammer back.
Roll to hit.
29.
That hits.
Yeah, that's 6 damage.
Yeah. What kind of damage? Just
Bludgeoning. Just
bludgeoning.
fist to face damage.
Okay. It kind of yelps and trots over to the corner where it's kind of on the edge, but doesn't appear to be in any fear of falling off the edge. And Ronnie kind of beckons Rosalind. Hi. You don't appear to trust me.
Should I?
I've given you no merit to. And she steps into the water and asks you to join her. Please. Join me in the waters.
No.
I understand your hesitance. It is misguided, however warranted. I thank you and your friend. Where is he? Your friend.
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, he's a very important. And you need to find him. As the fight you were going to start, very irresponsibly, I may add, and she cuts a look to Victor. You are not ready for it. Without him. You all did very well today, and tonight. And I hope you all make a good rest. But there is still work to be done before you continue this fight.
Okay, Ronnie, you know what I am. If I stay here, it's gonna fucking kill me.
Well, you should listen, because I don't like to say things twice either.
I'm gonna be in I'm still in it for what Ronnie hired me for. So
Did you bring us here?
My friend did. She looks over to the beast.
Garza kicks water at the beast. Bad creature. Leave my hammer alone.
The creature kind of does
And I
the little...
walk over to Ronnie.
Hurting Victor. That's not nice.
Oh no, not yet.
I wouldn't intentionally hurt.
Birdman needs to learn some lessons anyhow.
If intentions were all that mattered, everything would be fine. But it's not, is it?
No. But it will be. If you all succeed. You're not... Leonia is a very large and powerful civilization, but it is not the only civilization. She looks to Myra. You all should be aware of that. What is key here
nodding.
is Leonia is a poison. It is called the Old Blood because it is an old blood. And its scarlet rot has plagued this world for long enough.
While she's talking, I'm going to drop the tongue that I cut out in that water.
from it.
Yeah, the tongue I cut out from that one dude earlier, the Margaret.
Mhm.
I'm gonna drop it into the pool.
From it begins growing a mutated skeletal frame of an omen.
I knew it was gonna grow back. Oh.
Birdman, what has you done?
Do I have
It's
time to
fine.
take?
It's
Do I have time to take the tongue back out?
I mean, you'd have to make a strength check to see if you could pull the full skeletal frame out, because it's attached to the frame now.
Yeah, sure.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're welcome to still try, despite the fact she's telling you that it's fine. Are you still
Mm.
gonna try?
Well, if she's saying don't, I'm just gonna leave it.
Do I recognize what this thing is that is growing?
Yeah, it's the skeletal frame of what you just fought there.
Yeah,
I can fire the cannon at will. Just
That's
let me know.
oh, the cannon's still on my, like, I'm still strapped to me.
Right,
It's not
right.
in
But
firing position, but it's strapped to me somehow
okay,
with that rope.
if you could probably lift it up at least over your shoulder to at least point it at the dang thing, and I can hit it with force damage.
Oh, I
As the
just
gears
rolled.
of your minds are turning to figure out what the best possible scenario is fighting whatever is growing in this pool, Ronnie raises her hand and those thoughts are dismissed. And she says, "Nothing benevolent can be raised from these pools. Just watch." And as she says, "Just watch," it tries to raise itself from the pools, but as it does, it just rots and falls back into the pool,
So
kind
is
of
it
in
just
an
in a
infinite
constant
loop.
cycle of regrowth and death?
Mhm. Just trying to crawl out, and every inch it gets out just rots away and withers to dust.
Out of
Is
curiosity,
that,
I'm going over to this tree and checking it out.
is that what you wanted to do to me?
That depends on what's at your. Maybe I don't quite trust you. I didn't hire you. Please step into the waters. Let's find out what's in your.
I think you know what's in my heart.
I can feel it, but I can never be certain what's in it.
Gaza walks over, stands between her and the baby lady.
Okay.
You need to leave the baby lady alone. She has done nothing to hurt you and only everything to help us.
Did you feel strong in these waters?
I feel as I am.
Ronnie then, from her gaze, a small shard of moonlight slices a tiny piece off of your shoulder, but as it cuts off in the same amount of time it was gone, it rejuvenates. There is peace in your heart. There is goodness in you. And this benevolence is shared in the waters. If her heart is benevolent, she will be fine in these waters.
It matters not what is in her heart. It matters only if she is helpful to our cause.
She doesn't have to step into the water, nor does she have to ascend.
Silly lady. I think I have a heart.
So on one shoulder, the cannon is sitting there. I reach over, I pick up the baby lady, and I put her on my other shoulder. So it's just cannon and baby lady. So just two metaphorical cannons on my shoulders at the moment.
Oh,
The glass cannon and the actual cannon. Yeah.
I trust the baby lady, and that is all that matters. In at least Gaza's mind. And those I trust I shall protect.
Do you truly believe that? Does Garza truly believe that? She rolled insight and she
Oh.
succeeded. Don't even worry about rolling against. She succeeded.
Let me guess. She rolled absolutely terrible.
No, she rolled absolute bonkers. You can't hide anything from this bitch.
Yes,
I'm taking
because
bark
little
off the
lady.
tree.
Hmm?
Do I know
What?
if the little lady is from the same land as my mentor?
No, she is not.
Yes, she.
Right, I
Yes,
am
she
not.
is.
I'm taking bark off the tree.
Steal her shit. Steal it all.
Zach, we determined last.
Give me just a
session-
moment. Actually, we'll get to that, Zach. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick.
I
I say we
so-
determined last session she was from the same land as my ancestor.
Who? Myra or?
Yeah,
Lives-
Myra.
Oh, because
Or as my-
Rosalind is
Okay,
not
I-
from the land.
not Rosalind.
We
Myra.
need-
Right, Myra,
Myra
yes.
is, yes.
Little
Sorry,
lady,
go ahead.
yes.
Little lady trusts the baby lady. as far
Oh,
as
you
I can
you
tell.
put her on your. Okay, I thought you put the doll on your.
I did put the doll on my
No,
shoulder.
no. He put the doll on his shoulder.
I'm
And
telling you my
then
reasoning
he's
as to
like,
why I
if-
trust the doll.
If Myra trusts the doll and Myra's from my homeland, then I also trust the doll.
Okay, gotcha. Before we move on to that, Zach, you were carving bark off of this tree.
Yep, I'm taking bark and leaves.
Steal her shit.
There's no real, nothing really happening as you do. It's just it appears to be a regular tree. However, there is a bright pink fluorescence to the leaves. Yeah, and you now have that. You're gonna store it as needed.
I'm also taking a vial of this water.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yep.
So a vial, how much
Finally
would a
lost
vial?
Evan.
How much would a vial, if you wanted to drink something, how much would a vial be for like a serving wise? Like
It'd
one?
be like one serving, like 1 cup.
Okay, okay. So you have one serving of this water, whatever you choose to do with. It's up to you.
Mm. I still have that bottle of sangria, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a big swig out of that thing.
Make a Constitution save.
Yep.
And while he's doing that,
My con is bonkers. 22.
oh yeah, you're nice and toasty, but nothing really, no detriment to your actions currently.
Mm.
So now that I've made my
Oh,
business clear,
well,
what do
no.
you do with that insight?
I'm sorry.
Now that she knows what that I trust the doll, what she do with that?
Only those. I don't know if I can trust you.
I can be very nice. I can be very mean.
He
Depends on
trusted
how-
you, didn't he?
He was nice to me, and I'm nice to him.
I will give you my blessing.
Silly lady. Don't need a blessing.
Will you help?
Will you be nice?
I will be very nice.
And I'll be nice too. And if you're mean, there's no power in the world that will protect you.
That is what. Victor, are you ready?
Yeah, we get it.
I need you all to find him. Prepare him. Bring down who holds the. You were there. You just weren't ready. Find him, pair him, and you will be ready. And in that, the very same feeling at this point, you guys are ready to puke. I was going to make you do con saves for each one, but we're not going to do that. You guys
Okay.
are then transported to the shores of Outer Layarna, on the far edge of the city, where they not quite on the shores. You guys are more on like the. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have said shores. You guys are up here, um, kind of watching, and I didn't have peeps prepared for this because I didn't think we'd get this far to this section at all. You see people kind of washing away the dead and the victims of the moonlight of the night before being washed away into the ocean. And with that, we will go ahead and wrap up tonight's session. I believe by consensus of the party, we are going to continue this into another session. So we will get that on the schedule and get you guys updated. We do appreciate all of you for stopping by. Thank you again for Monkey DM for allowing us access to this wonderful content. And thank you all again for tuning in. Have a wonderful remainder to your nights.